What's up YouTube? So today I'm going to make a video reviewing some of the builds that are in the top 10, as well as some of the gameplay of PemPem Ancient 8. Now PemPem has been playing a couple different lineups, but my favorite lineup that PemPem is playing has a Spiky Wing with Koi, Arco, Piranha, and Spiky Wing. So this way you can outspeed other Koi Aquas, you can deal with people that have slowing moves, and you just have a little bit of beast damage built into that Aqua to give it some robustness, some diversity. So the first thing I noticed when I look at the top 10 is the amount of variety we have within the top 10. You see the top one team here is running a Bug Signal Cute Bunny build. Then it looks like Spam right now is currently running two God Tanks with the Nemo Scarab Aqua in the back. PemPem is also running that, but I don't think that's the main team. And this also isn't Spam's main team, but Spam is constantly cycling through different builds to counter the meta, counter what the meta is going to be. Actually, this isn't Spam. I think this is fake Spam. This is Spam. Yeah. Okay, so fake Spam is running this double God Tank with the Scarab, which is one team that I've seen Spam run that in the tournament too. It looks like Spam's been running a lot with this bug is kind of the main utility that he's using, whether he's using that with a Spiky Wing Aqua in the back or with the Little Owl Bird to deal with, you know, the Tri-Feather Birds and stuff that's out there. Then we have a Shrimp, double backdoor Shrimp Unco build with Bone Sail and Kataro on this tank. That's a super interesting build. We have another double backdoor Unco build, so might be something to look into. This Unco is very underrepresented and well, I don't know if I would say underused card. I mean, it's a very hard to use card. So it's cool to see people making it work in the top level. And then we have a triple lunge, just beefy dusk reptile build. Anti-aqua here with oh, this thing is, imagine running to this in the 1v1 as an aqua. You're even a 2v1 or a 3v1. You're not going to get through it. The Cottontail, the razor bite to eat up aquas. Then we have another double backdoor team. So this double backdoor thing is really showing to be popular in the top, with 4 teams running some version of it. With two are running the Unco version. So, but Unco's cool because you can target the middle guy or you can target the back guy. And if you're facing, with this one specifically, if you're facing a dusk tank, you're gonna get the Kataro value. Here, this gets energy from aquas. But this is really interesting to see this. So yeah, there's 4 of those double backdoor teams, and then we've got another backdoor, more traditional team, except for they're running it with Silence Whisper. So you can get the gravel and the damage with Cactus, but you get the healing either of the tank in front of you or of yourself with Silence Whisper. So pretty unique build. So there's really 1, 2. We're gonna count PemPem's other build, which we're gonna look at today. So 3, 4, 5, 6. Different archetypes. Really 7. There's really 7 different archetypes within this top 10 that are currently being represented. So yeah, that's really interesting to see, and that has not always been the case. Usually we see maybe 2 or 3 builds that are really dominating. So to see 7 different builds in the top 10 is pretty interesting. Now we're going to take a look at some of PemPem's recent games. So you can see it looks like he was playing this double tank team, but decided to go back to his more AA, well, I want to call it AAP, but it's kind of like an AAP. It looks like it's Aqua Double Desk. Let's look at these games. Okay, so you do see his 2 Dusks, and let me double check who this matchup is. He's playing against Vieira, who was the 10th ranked player. So let's talk a little bit about how PemPem's build works. So in the front, this is similar to the plant I'm running, except for I'm running a 31 speed with Sirius. I guess it's not that similar. Sirius, Cattail, Caterpillars. In the middle, we have this really tanky Aqua. Well, I guess it's a Dust, but it has Nemo. It looks very Aqua-ish, right? With the bumpy for just the shield and the tankiness. Big shield on the Waiso Sirius and on the Scarab. If you face Aquas, they're going to have a nightmare with this. It's going to be hard for anything to get through this anyways, and 50 speed puts it just slower than the Spiky Wing Aqua that we're running in the back. So for the Spiky Wing, we've got the Koi, the Piranha, and then we have Arco. So most commonly you see this build with Aranda. Sometimes you also will see it with Disarm Incisor, which is a slowing move. So it's the same idea but instead of speeding yourself up, you could slow the opponent. So 2 kois and an incisor, and you're going to be faster than a pure aqua with 2 kois, or a spiky wing 54 speed that used 2 kois. So yeah, I just wanted to take a look at how PemPem is playing, because I play a somewhat similar team, and just get any ideas we can learn from PemPem's gameplay, any really smart plays, any mistakes they might make. Quick look at the opponent. Traditional bird plant build. They've got the Indes bird in the back, relatively low ID, with this Goda Sandal tank. Interesting, they're choosing to run this, not a Dusk. Dusks are very common at the top, it seems. And with the zigzag gravel plant in the middle. So let's go ahead and take a look at this game. PemPem decides to pass round 1. I think, except for the cattail, I think this is going to be a pretty common strategy when facing the bird double plant builds, when running, I'm going to call this a AAP archetype, really, because it is very similar to most traditional AAP builds with hybrid damage, more so than some sort of aqua dust build then. It's less commonly seen. PemPem's going to want to store up energy and cards on the back and mid in order to speed up and get through. Basically, what he's going to try to do is kind of like speed up and kill this guy, and then be able to either kill or significantly damage this guy while maintaining this speed lead, and maybe throw a scarab on him, so that we're just going to overwhelm this bird. But we're going to have to store up the energy to do so, because if we start attacking here, now we're down to 2 energy. Well, the bird can make egg plays. They can heal up if if this guy gets there without being scarabed. And yeah, it's one matchup we really need to store up resources in. So yeah, Kira gets some good damage, and we get a little bit of cattail value. So it looks like we've drawn a ton of cards to our midline Axie here. We have almost a full hand on our midliner. We only have 1 Goda, so we played a cattail. Now we only have 1 Goda in hand. I think I wouldn't really want to use these cards yet. We really want to wait till they're attacking us to use this in order to get shield value. So unless we can koi or something, I would be surprised to see PemPem use any backline stuff. Okay, PemPem does go ahead and just go for the kill with these midline cards. I'm pretty surprised by this. I don't know if it's because if we don't kill, then they threaten egging, and egging would mess us up if we don't have 3 cards on the backline to kill the bird before we get damage here. Maybe we're scared of Goda. I mean, if they kill our front line, they do only have 2 energy next turn, and that will be pretty safe. But this is a lot of shield value that's just going to get wasted. So we do go ahead and get kind of a strong overkill as well. Using Spiky Wing, this would have killed if this guy had used 200 shield. So I think that might be a slightly questionable play from PemPem in that round 1. And Vieira makes the kill with 2 cactus. Seems fine. Clearly defending the plant would not have worked out very well. So both players have 2 energy. It looks to me, what are we going to do here? Storing up some energy would be good. He considered playing Bumpy Nemo just to get a little bit of damage and a little bit of energy, and then decided to pass. Looks like both players are going to pass. So we go ahead in round 2. And now we're going to be looking at some sort of burst where we speed up and then get value from our midliner, and use these Nemos and get the energy from PemPem's perspective, which is exactly what we're going to want to do. The bird team here, they don't have a great hand. The zigzags are going to be scary to use. We want to really have a full hand to take advantage of our gravel. We've used our cactuses already. I think we're probably going to want to get hair value, but firing into this guy with so much shield, it really is not a great play for us either. I think from the birds' man, this is tough now at this point with Scarab and then our hand. I think we need to try to defend our plant from Vieira's perspective in order to get value like from the egg next turn or whatever. Because if we just let them like get off 4 cards, our plant's basically going to be dead. We have no chance. So I think we have to defend the plant from Vieira. And yeah, we're just going to go ahead and speed up. Probably save a Koi Piranha, Double Nemo, Scarab, and Bumpy, I think is the right play here. Okay, they hold the Scarab. Interesting. This looks to me like they're defending against an egg play. in case of egg, we don't want to hit the bird with that scarab. So this makes complete sense. We're taking advantage of the speed. We're defending against the egg. If we can get in a 2v1 versus plant with the bird dead, we are good to go. And we're speeding up so our Koi Aqua can target the plant without being redirected by the egg. Another thing to notice is we lead with the Nemos here because of the Peacemaker on the bird. So if they're going to apply attack minus to us, we want to make sure to lead with our lowest damage card. Okay, the bird, in fact, decides to just pass, and they defend the plant with the Bidens. So this is exactly the kind of idea I thought would happen. However, I expected us to use the Scarab here. But I do understand now, after reviewing that, why we'd want to hold the Scarab and not accidentally waste the Scarab against the bird. So the bird's going to store up more energy. We haven't been Scarab, so this sets up an interesting turn next turn where if the bird can draw an egg, they're going to be able to redirect and attempt to get healing out of the plant. Although we do know we're facing 5 energy. And this Spiky Wing Koi Aqua is really scary. Just knowing that they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards in hand, it's like, well, we just saw 3 cards on the dust, so how many cards are they going to have? Because if they have a full hand with Spiky, if they have, 3 damage cards with Spiky, there's no amount of shield that this plant can put up. That, that's Spiky. The effect it does, it doubles the damage on shield. Effective cuts the shield in half. So we're looking at 3 damage cards of 360. We would need to have over 240 shield applied to even live with this. So there's just really not anything we can do. So if PemPem does in fact have the damage cards on this Koi. So yeah, PemPem, I think the idea here is just keep speeding up and defend this guy if possible. And we'll just overwhelm the bird. I think the bird needs to try to defend this guy, play 2 zigzags and a Bidens on this dude, as well as go ahead and just throw out. We definitely need an egg, probably double hair. Oh, well, this guy goes first. That sucks. We definitely needed a redirect. I don't know. I think we just throw everything. Go ahead and show Peacemaker, hair, either double hair and Peacemaker, or 1 hair, 1 Peacemaker, 1 balloon is what we need to do. Okay, they go ahead and throw all the damage cards. PemPem does have the cards in hand to speed up and get the kill, so it's pretty much going to be done for this bird at this point. We're not even able to kill this Dusk because of the amount of shield and the effect of Bumpy. And yeah, the lead with the bug card to have the attack minus applied to that. Now, there is one interesting thing about that last hand is PemPem decided to save an Arco instead of a Koi. And the reason for saving Arco instead of Koi is because with the Koi, we need to have another Aqua card to speed up. But with the Arco, we just need another card. So it was better for us to hold the Arcos. That way, if we draw, if we end up with like 2 Arcos and a Spiky or whatever, or 2 Arcos and 2 Spiky, we can still get the speed up effect. And we're not just stuck there, not able to speed up. So yeah, now we know we're facing a bird with 2 energy. And we can just go ahead and speed up because of holding the Arco. If we held a Koi, we still would have had it in this case. But it was more optimal to play that. So overall, good game by both players. I think PemPem did a really good job of just optimizing like which cards to use when and how to be efficient with them.